Okay, seems to be working. No blue screen of death this time. Alright, so we're back, or I'm back. Um, as you can hear, my voice is doing much better. I'm still coughing a bit, but hopefully nothing that'll be too intrusive. And for this time, I have decided to take a look at the Valkyrie Elysium demo. Um, it's one of those games that I'm pretty sure, judging from trailers and gameplay and stuff like that, that I think I know that I'll like. So the demo is mostly just me passing time until I get my salary so that I can actually buy the full game. So in the meantime, let's see what I'm getting myself into. English or English, and I can see that only two of the Japanese characters up on top are changing. And I gotta be honest, my oh, so I'm guessing one is for speech and the other is for letters. Yeah, definitely. This is speech, English or Japanese, and English, Francais, Deutsch, Italiano, Gesundheit, Español, Español Latino, Portuguese, or Nihongo. Well, I'm a heathen, so let's go for English and English. This version of the game is currently in development and the final product may differ. Yes, yes. Save data created on the demo version can be transferred to the full version. If you wish to transfer save data from the demo version, please do not delete it before transferring to the full version. Valkyrie Elysium. I was about to say a bit of history with me and the Valkyrie series. Funny because when I say that, there are two Valkyrie series that come to mind to me. The first actually being Valkyria Chronicles, which is a whole nother spiel. And then there is, of course, this series. I believe that Valkyrie Elysium is the long-awaited third game in the series. The first being Valkyrie Lenneth for the PSP, and the second being what was it called? I have it on PS2 over in my cupboard, but I don't feel like getting up, so I'm gonna cheat, do a quick Google search. Silmeria. No, wait. Or is that? Alright, of course. Valkyrie Profile 2 was released for the PS2. back in 2006, subtitled Silmeria. I gotta wonder then why, considering this game is obviously in the same series, why they have opted away from the Valkyrie profile namesake. And as for Lenneth, yeah, Lenneth 2 was, I mean, that was a remake of the original Valkyrie profile, so Lenneth was also a subtitle in that case. Valkyrie Elysium, the reboot of the Valkyrie profile franchise. Well, I mean, considering that the second game in a series that really only had 2 installments, including a remake, considering that the last game was in 2006, I mean, that's, what is that, 15 years ago? You can't really, in my humble opinion, you can't really make a sequel, I mean a third sequel after that, and just be, just act like nothing happened. After that much time has passed, it's it's kind of required, I feel, to completely reboot the series, because, I mean, come on, no one is gonna remember what happened in Valkyrie 2. Let's see. Either I accidentally pushed a button, or maybe they thought I was taking too long. Either way, let's see, in 2008 we had Valkyrie profile Covenant of the Plume. What the hell is that? Spin-off, I guess. Yeah, so either way, we had Valkyrie profile first, then the remake for PSP Valkyrie profile Lenneth, then the spin-off Covenant of the Plume, and lastly Valkyrie profile 2 Silmeria. So either way you slice it, pretty dang long time, pretty dang long time since we ever had a Valkyrie profile game. So are we to assume that from here on, I mean, assuming that the series is gonna take off from here, I mean, they could just release this game and then the series falls flat on its face and we are never gonna see it again. But assuming that it does well, are we to assume that the series is going to be called Valkyrie Elysium from here? So the next installment is going to be Elysium 2 and Elysium 3 and so on? Or is the series just going to be called Valkyrie from here on out, and then with a new for each installment? I mean, I wouldn't mind, because Valkyrie profile, I mean, calling your series something something profile just seems a bit strange to me. I mean, profile is a profile is something you make within the game, something that shows your stats and how far you have gotten in the game. Or a profile is something you make on Facebook or Twitter. So it was always a kind of strange title to me. So I personally welcome it. And to return to an earlier point, I do hope that because in this age of remakes and remasters and whatnot, I mean, the indie scene and certain AAA studios, to be fair, do give us new and original stuff all the time. I mean, I'm personally looking forward to games like Lies of P and what was that Project Eve game called now? Blade of Stellar Blade, I think it was. Really looking forward to that game, and no, not because of the jiggle physics. Grow up. I mean, I don't remember all the titles I'm personally looking forward to. Plague Tale 2 is one of them, Bayonetta 3, and although I don't believe we have a release date yet, I'm also very much, as a big Sun Wukong fan, I'm very much looking forward to Black Myth Wukong, of which a YouTuber I watch on a regular basis, Young Ye, to name drop. He has every time there is a new trailer, he is making sure to show them to me, or not to me, to his viewers, because he too is looking massively forward to that game, and I don't blame him. That game looks sick. If the final game is gonna be anything like what is shown in the trailers, which we have been burned one too many times from other studios. Let's be real. As another clever YouTuber once said, what you see in the trailer is a game that does not yet exist. And I mean, in some form or fashion, it does exist. I mean, otherwise, what else are we looking at? But what they meant was more that a trailer is a promise, more so than what the actual game is potentially gonna look like. So to be fair, there is a lot of new and original and great looking stuff coming out, but my point was more so that I'm glad that that companies like Square are pulling old and largely forgotten franchises out of the closet, digging up some graves, to be a bit morbid, and giving old franchises like this one that never really got a chance. It had, like I just listed, the Valkyrie series did have a couple of installments to its name, but it sounds to me like it never really was a franchise that got a leg to stand on. Like it didn't really Yeah, it never really had a chance to really grab hold of its audience, and now 15 years later, they are finally giving it a second chance, and maybe they are asking themselves, okay, maybe this series wasn't. Maybe it was ahead of its time back then. People didn't really know what it was, but in these times, in these PS4 and PS5 times, where Japanese action games and Japanese role-playing games, they have gotten much more of an audience. Maybe Square looked themselves in the mirror and said, you know, guys, maybe it's time we give this IP a second chance. And again, if the trailers and the gameplay I have seen is anything to go by, I 100% I think it's time. But there is only one way to know for sure, and that is by playing the demo. So let's see what we're in for. Set the game's difficulty. Once chosen, this cannot be changed. Normal, standard difficulty for enjoyable combat and gameplay. Easy, enjoy the game without worrying about combat. Hard, provides a challenging experience for those confident in their skills. I'm not a basic bitch, I'm going for normal. Then let's let them hit me with what they have. Do you wish to start the game at this difficulty? Yes. Okay, I didn't get to read that.
Long before the memory of man, Odin Allfather, chief of the gods, and his brothers combined their strength to slay the primeval giant Ymir, thus forging the world. Under the world tree Yggdrasil, gods and humans dwelled in the realms of Asgard, Midgard, and Niflheim. But their peaceful existence was not to last. The monstrous wolf, Fenrir, bared its terrible fangs upon the world, threatening all existence. Odin stood and fought against the ferocious wolf and its forces in Asgard. But soon, their conflict would envelop all the worlds in war and chaos. The battle waged on incessantly, splitting the sea and sundering the earth. Innumerable lives were lost and the worlds faced utter destruction. No resolution to the conflict seemed in sight. Then, one day, at the climax of their vicious battle, Fenrir sunk its fangs into Odin's neck, tearing his windpipe, and Odin impaled the beast's skull with his spear, Gungnir. The two could fight no longer, signifying the end of the war on Asgard. However, the destruction did not cease. The mighty blast of Yalmahorn echoed through the lands, proclaiming the coming end. Versed as he was in the seeress's prophecy, Odin knew all too well that the world was already in the throes of Ragnarok. It was a prophecy that foretold of the end to all things. The twilight of the world before its return to nothingness. In one last attempt to defy this fate, Odin created a new class of gods.
Valkyries.
Valkyrie, can you hear me? I am Odin, the ruler of this world, and your creator. If you can hear my voice, then proceed further.
So is my name just Valkyrie, or is it my title? Location marker. Your destination is shown by a yellow location marker. The distance to the location is displayed above it. Naruto run! And to those of you who have just tuned in, yes, this is just a demo. Anyone can download that. I know it's not the most exciting thing, but I wanted to try the game out first, and I am 90% sure that I'm gonna buy the full game come October when I get my salary. So, jump, stand on the ground, jump, 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 moving all around. Soul chain. Move the camera towards an objective, then press L2. Soul chain allows you to get to places that are out of reach by jumping alone. So, a grappling hook. I always find it funny when franchises that have a certain theme, like here we have Norse mythology, they wanna be inventive about it, and so they take terms that we have already used for ages, like a grappling hook. And then they are like, in this franchise we call it silver magic, just to make up a random word. And that's another thing. It's really funny how popular Norse mythology of all things have gotten in recent years in gaming and other types of media. I mean, we have God of War Ragnarok. A game called Absoloth that I streamed recently, and the Valkyrie series. I mean, again, I know that this series is actually rather old, but maybe that's another testament to the fact that Square Enix decided to revive it. The fact that Norse mythology has grown in popularity. Maybe we really have, I mean, not to pat God of War too much on the back. I'm sure that a lot of factors played into this series revival, but maybe we owe a bit of its revival to that series. There we go.
It is almost time for you to wake up. But first, there is one more lesson I must give you personally.
Just one more, we barely started.
Defiled soul, you shall be free. Back to the void. You are all to be purified per Odin's decree.
Quattro slash. And they also have those antlers like the enemies in Absoloth. What's what's up with that? Dropped items. Enemies you defeat will drop a variety of items. These items can be used towards acquiring new skills or enhancing weapons for Valkyrie. Seriously, she really doesn't have a name other than Valkyrie? The maximum number of items you can hold has been adjusted for the demo version.
That was a tenacious one.
A what now?
The
Young
holy
lady.
laws decree your obliteration.
Did I do it right? One, two, three, four.
What fools you are, defying the gods.
There we go. I'm just pushing the buttons too fast. Health gauge. Valkyrie's health gauge will be displayed below her. The gauge will deplete as Valkyrie receives damage, and the game will end once it reaches 0. Use items and green souls to recover your health. Right, so any other game. I mean, I know these things, these tutorial things are common knowledge, but I still like to read them out loud because, you know, just for the sake of not having empty air. Target, log on and switch target. Press R3, already figured that out, to log on to a target, then R to switch. Am I the only one who has never ever used that in any game ever? I mean, I log on to something, I beat the shit out of it, and then I continue on to the next target. Target logon is only available while the target marker is displayed. While logged on, pressing R3 again allows you to remove the lock. You little bitch. Defeat all enemies. Now you're speaking my language. I love how it allowed my my finisher to be delayed, because what you saw back there, I actually accidentally pressed circle instead of triangle, but because because her attacks are apparently delayed in the first place, I was allowed to split-secondly correct my button input. Okay, let's see. While in the air, love is in the air. While in the air, air slash. Am I the only one thinking of Shulk from Smash Bros? Air slash. Move the camera towards an objective, then press L2. Soul Chain allows you to get to places that are out of reach by jumping alone.
Valkyrie, you have the power to use the souls of the dead. I will share with you the knowledge I possess of the souls I have sensed out thus far.
I mean, I'm not one to judge, and how would I know what the mighty Allfather sounds like? But am I the only one who doesn't really think Odin's voice sounds like an almighty God, Allfather thing? Summoning Einherjar. While pressing R1, press the button mapped to an Einherjar to summon them. Summon the Einherjar assigned to each button. Up to 2 Einherjar can be summoned at once and will automatically return after a set amount of time. Is he gonna repeat how that is supposed to be pronounced?
What fools you are! Defying the gods!
What's this? Oh, lightning magic. Hell yeah. Soul Gauge. The Soul Gauge is displayed beneath the Hell Gauge. Summoning Einherjar will deplete the Soul Gauge, while items and blue souls can restore it. Souls have several types, with each color possessing their own uses. Green souls restore health, blue souls restore the Soul Gauge, yellow souls acquire skills and upgrade weapons. Ah, so Devil May Cry.
I must think of our next move.
Right. So the green is my health, and the blue is my soul. Divine Arts. I love how the game introduces me to things that I've already discovered by sheer curiosity. I mean, I was like, huh. I looked down in the right corner and was like, huh. If R1 summons these soul guys, then what does R2 do? Hold R2 and press circle, triangle, square, or X. Use Divine Arts assigned to each button. Divine Arts have specific attributes, and matching these with enemy weaknesses will give you the edge in battle. Ah.
Be the first to strike.
Ah, of course, and I can see their weakness in the middle there.
Light
Arts Gauge. The Arts Gauge is displayed beneath the Soul Gauge. Using Divine Arts depletes the Arts Gauge while using items and performing longer combos can restore it. Okay. Can it show me again? So health, soul, and arts. Right. Is there something in here? Nah. Ninja.
I'm right.
Of course, just as someone begins to speak, a new tutorial. Einherjar puzzles. Press R3 to log on, then press R1. Press R3 to log on. Then press R1 plus button mapped to your Einherjar. Summoning an Einherjar able to solve an area's puzzle will allow you to get to places previously unreachable. Okay. So press R3.
Go, have your fill.
Did you think you were safe there?
You must learn how to fully utilize your abilities so that you may fulfill your mission. A mission of vital importance.
I mean, isn't it always? But who am I, exactly, aside from a Valkyrie? Elemental effects with Einherjar summons. Summoning an Einherjar will apply their element onto Valkyrie's normal attacks. While two Einherjar are summoned, press R1 plus button mapped for your Einherjar. When two are summoned, you can switch between their elements by holding R1 and pressing the button corresponding to the summoned Einherjar. While elemental effect is active, press R2 plus button for element fortified divine art. Any divine arts that have the same element as the currently summoned Einherjar will be more powerful than normal.
Be the first to strike. Fulfill your mission.
I always deliver my best works.
Lightning bolt.
Strike worth its weight in gold.
Alright, I can see her sword glowing.
I'll be standing by.
And I can zip around to the enemies. How cool is that? "70 hits. All we are missing now to complete the Devil May Cry circle is that, I mean, imagine if instead of in Devil May Cry where we have cool, awesome, spectacular and all that stuff, if we had the same in this game but on a more divine scale, like heavenly, celestial, Asgardian, stuff like that. Elemental damage and elemental blight. Can you show us again? Cool. Enemies each have elemental weaknesses and an elemental gauge. Yeah, we have seen that. The elemental gauge is displayed on the left side of the health gauge. Attacking them with elements they are weak to will fill their elemental gauge. Once this is full, they will go into an elemental crush state.
You are all to be purified, per Odin's decree. Guide this blinding bolt.
Allow me to assist.
And then what? When they are crushed, then what? Then just business as usual.
Excellent work. I am glad to have you. Guide this blinding bolt.
Show them no mercy, Valkyrie.
feel a bit bad knowing that these warriors I summon are actually dead. I mean, not feel bad, that's the wrong word, but I feel sorry for them. These warriors that I don't even know. Oh, it wants me over there.
Looks like I'm up.
Another Einherjar puzzle. Yes, I think I know how this works now. Summoning an Einherjar able to solve an area's puzzle will allow it to get to places previously unreachable. Right.
Show me why it is.
I shall claim victory.
I mean, isn't this the place where I would have to summon a frog who then cleaves the mountain in half, or am I thinking of another game? Is this the Spoils of War? Magic gem times 10, a crystal imbued with magic, used as material for weapon enhancements. Ah, we're not done yet. I mean, considering the tutorial started with Odin saying, "I have one last thing to teach you," he sure does go on for a while.
Those things you fought, they are entities known as the undead, formed from the remnant of an impure soul, a truly vile existence.
I'll bet. Does this game have a photo mode? And I can't even look at anything besides the options in the demo, it seems. I think it's safe to say that the demo doesn't have a photo mode either then. This is pretty steep. Another Einherjar puzzle.
Looks like I'm up.
I don't suppose there is anything here, but...
You need my help?
Yes, I need your help.
Show no mercy.
Let's go.
I still feel like that should have been a frog. Combo gauge. They are only now telling us about combo gauges. The combo gauge is displayed on the right side of the screen. Landing hits on an enemy will increase the gauge, and it will start to deplete as time passes. Combos can be continued by landing successful attacks before the gauge disappears. Summoning ein higher R1 plus... I know that by now, thank you.
You are defying the gods.
Sorry, didn't mean to be a kill steal.
Your purification is at hand.
What is that? Huh. Not something I can collect? I am disappointed. There's another one.
This should be easy enough. Show no mercy. Guide this blinding bolt.
Allow me to assist.
Using Soul Chain on enemies. Press L2 when locked onto an enemy using... I already know that. And once again I accidentally discovered it. Allows you to quickly close the distance.
Guide this blinding bolt.
Show them no mercy, Valkyrie.
I'm trying not to.
Excellent work. I am glad to have you.
I'm glad that getting knocked back doesn't ruin my combo.
A futile attempt.
A futile attempt or a futile attempt? These are some gorgeous locations.
Allow me to take a look.
The what now?
Do not hesitate.
I'll pick off the ones in the distance, too.
How does this thing float in the air again?
As you can see, the undead often band together. Command your souls to remove all obstacles in your way.
Guide this blinding bolt.
Show them no mercy.
All threats will be eliminated.
You said it. I mean, I can't be the only one who looks at scenarios like this or settings like this and wonder what it would be like to live in a fantasy world like this. And I mean, maybe it would be as rosy red as we imagine, maybe it wouldn't, maybe it would actually be really hard, like living in the Middle Ages. I mean, I sometimes fantasize about what it would be like to live in the Middle Ages, but honestly, I don't think I would survive for very long. Enemy weaknesses. Some large enemies will have particular weak points. Destroying these weak points will leave them stunned for a long period of time.
An easy fight.
That was easy. Auto-summoning Einherjar. By acquiring skills, Valkyrie can auto-summon Einherjar under specific circumstances. That sounds well and good, but I prefer to be in 100% control of my actions. I mean, I say that now, but maybe it will actually turn out to be an invaluable skill. I really should learn to dodge more often.
Your purification is at hand.
I really gotta wonder what those crystals are for. Crystals. Of course! How much would you rate my Cortex impression?
This should be easy enough. Fulfill your
Let's put them on us.
an attack worthy of strength.
This is the true word of strength.
Show me why it is.
Their annihilation is not just a real
Oh, he's allergic to fire. Well, I don't have fire right now.
Just as I'd hoped. No, even better. Now, remove the final obstacle and bring about your awakening.
Did you expect any different? And of course we gotta finish up there in that what do you call a ring like that? I'm sure it has some name that my ignorant little brain is not aware of. And let's majestically walk into the light. Gotta love that I don't even get a chance to read those things. That looks heavy.
Here ends your miserable.
Elemental damage and elemental blight. Enemies each have elemental weaknesses and an elemental gauge. The elemental gauge is displayed. I know that.
Show me why it is.
Elemental Crush. Landing a Divine Art on a boss while they are in Elemental Crush will immobilize them for a longer period of time. While immobilized, enemies will be completely defenseless. However, once a boss recovers from being immobilized, you will be temporarily unable to fill up the Elemental gauge. I mean, why would it be easy? Or convenient, rather. Again, I really gotta learn to dodge in time.
Awaken, my Inferior.
Smell of fat.
Did I avoid? I mean... Damn. I mean, it looked like I jumped away in time. Like...
I'll take it.
Show me why it
Looks like I'm up.
is. Show me why it is.
Looks like I'm up. This should be simple enough.
There we go.
We must heal our wounds and
No.
move on.
I'm above that joke. So... loot. Magic gem times 10. Okay, so we just keep on ascending. You know, with what I've seen so far, the gameplay elements I've been introduced to, the whole spirit summoning and stuff like that. I can't wait to see how the full game is gonna make use of that. You know, you look down in the corner here. I have 2 warriors already, but surely I'm gonna get more with different kinds of elements, and down in the left side I'm surely gonna get more weapons, and I'm gonna get all kinds of different arts. I'm really excited to see what kinds of weapons I'm gonna get. Do you want to return to Valhalla? I mean, maybe I could take a look around. No, there's nothing else to find here. And those crystals really annoy me. Yes, let's move on. Ah, that's what we saw in the beginning. Talk to Odin. I mean, we couldn't talk to him from that far away.
Valkyrie, heed my words. Ragnarok tears our world asunder. All we hold precious lies on the brink of annihilation. The war on Asgard and Midgard snuffed out the life spark of many. And I am left, gravely injured from battle, with that wicked wolf.
Well, you don't seem worse for her.
I created you, my vassal of peace. I, Odin All-Father, command you. Become my tool of intervention, and save this world from doom.
As you command.
Travel to Midgard and purify its lost souls. Even as we speak, the stagnating souls multiply. Purification will stem the effects of Ragnarok.
It shall be done as you wish, All-Father.
And it's so clear to see that the lip sync hasn't been adjusted for the English voices. Also, and I mean this is something I in general. This is something I in general love about Japanese game design, especially in these kinds of role-playing games where you take mythology and put a modern spin on it. Like I'm sure that Odin, if he ever did exist back in Midgard and all that kind of stuff, is supposed to look like something out of the Middle Ages. I don't think that that Odin wore a white uniform like that back then. But that's what I love about fantasy. When you mix mythology and fantasy, I mean, to an some might argue that mythology is fantasy in the first place, but do you know what I mean? I love when artistic freedom is given to these worlds, because I mean, Odin in let's take an example. Odin from the Danish cartoon Valhalla from I think that was animated back in the 90s. He sure shit didn't look like that, but different interpretations, and I'm all for that. So we were given a mission by our dear wounded creator, who doesn't seem like he has ever lifted a finger in his life. I really love the architecture. I just played a bit of Myst and Siberia. If you guys know those game franchises. And what I love about those, aside from the story, of course, is they are a great example of games with gorgeous, worlds with gorgeous architecture as well. Is there anything here? Books? Is Odin an avid reader? He sure has a lot of books anyway. Does he have my books, maybe? Kinda doubt it. As the old father, I would assume he is able to read Danish. And what's this place? Gotta explore everything. Naruto run. Wow. Just as impressive as his castle is on the inside, just as gorgeous is his courtyard. And what is this? Let me guess. A save crystal? Called it. I can save despite this just being a demo? Weapon enhance. Hold to confirm. Physical attack from 100 to 200, magic attack from 50 to 100. And how much do I have? Enhancement level 4 to 5. And here I can see all of my attacks. Quadra slash. Level up. Learned move. L fordre upper slash. Directional input. X directional input square. So first I jump. First I jump, then direction, then square. That's another thing with me in games like this, to bring up God of War as an example again. In games like this, with where you constantly learn new attacks and new attack combinations and stuff like that, I am horrible at remembering these kinds of things. So what I do in combat in these games, and to try and enjoy the game more or get more enjoyment out of it, I will try to get better at memorizing some of these combos, but in general, I just push buttons and hope that cool shit happens. Okay. Is that all? Okay, so I can make an uppercut in the air. Put your hands in the air, put your hands up in the air, put your hands in the air, put your hands up in the air. Okay, I think we're done. Cannot upgrade due to insufficient materials. That's fine by me.
You are all to be purified, per Odin's decree.
Who are you talking to? Gotta say, Odin, you got style, my man. And if your dear Valkyrie lady here wasn't so tense and caught up in her mission, I'm sure she would concur. Is that part of his castle? Wow, it's massive. What was it? Hogwarty Hogwarts. A wonderful place to explore. I mean, you can't tell me that they create this entire fortress of a castle and don't give us the ability to explore it all. I mean, obviously not here in the demo, but in the full game. Come on, man. You know what I just thought? I look at all of this and I can't help but think about Symphony of the Night. How cool would it be? I mean, I know Castlevania has delved into 3D before to varying success, but how cool would it be if maybe not a Symphony of the Night remake per se, but if they tried the Metroidvania style again with modern technology and gave us a big ass castle like this that is yours for that is yours to explore, where every single nook and cranny and every single room and stuff like that was hiding a secret. How awesome would it be to have a game where you explore a gigantic castle like this and there's a secret around every corner? That would be sick. Valkyrie, what are you doing in my pond? Nothing. Her real name is Mune, but everyone calls her Valkyrie. That was a fairly godparents. A very odd parents reference. Bielsian territory. Chapter 1. Purify the soul. As Ragnarok wreaks havoc on the world, the All-Father Odin creates Valkyrie, his claimer of souls. Odin then commands that Valkyrie shall head to Midgard and purify any wayward souls to stave off the world's destruction. How does that work exactly? Quest rewards, show dropped items. Right. Ascending from the heavens. Displaying the map. Click the touchpad button, display the map. The map displays Valkyrie's surroundings as well as the locations of storage camps and hollow blossoms. Any tutorials that were previously shown can be reviewed from collection in the menu. Great. What's back here? Aside from nothing. A big empty pile of nothing. Is that his castle up there? Or is it not the same castle? Oops. Sorry. Send the receipt to my boss. I don't think I can make that jump. Ah! Can't make that one either.
An undead. So this is what happens when a soul stagnates.
The world awaits salvation.
Hollow Blossoms. Press L to pick Hollow Blossom. Valkyrie uses Hollow Blossoms to peer into the memories of those who inhabited this world. You can view any acquired Hollow Blossoms from the collection in the menu. Winter fell upon this land 3 years past now. Our crops have withered and we stare into the jaws of a vicious famine. O gods, why have you forsaken us? Pity. Loot. Small elixir. Gamer Rule 101. If the game wants you to go one way, go the other. Gamer Rule number 2. Break everything. unless it's a very moral-driven story where breaking stuff will put you on the bad side. Then don't break everything, unless you're actively trying to get on the game's bad side. Get on the game's bad side. Why do I now imagine a sentient PS5 being like, "You are in the wrong neighborhood,
This should be easy
motherfucker."
enough.
But no, so far I love the game. I love what I've played.
I expected nothing less.
I expected more. You should have brought more. I noticed that I have no soul power anymore.
An easy fight.
Just further goes to show that the previous section was just a tutorial.
Farewell, defiant soul.
Feel a bit bad for destroying all of this stuff, but it's gonna respawn later anyway. Restores 2 segments of the arts gauge. You know, speaking of my history with the Valkyrie series, I mean, it's not the and I only barely touched on it when I started the game, and then I spiraled into a whole nother conversation, but. Aside from this demo, I really haven't dipped my toes into the series all that much. They say the recent spate of natural disasters is because of an enormous black monster that ate the sun. News from my homeland is that the ground has split open, and the mountains have exploded. It seems there is no escape from death now. And what I mean by that is... what I mean is that I've never played the first game, and by complete happenstance, I found the second game used in GameStop back when they still sold PlayStation 2 games, back when they were still around at all. Because here in Denmark, GameStop has ceased all operation. I make them sound like a cult now.
Tear them
Um, and they were
Back to the void.
they were running a deal because they just needed to get rid of their entire PS2 stock. And so this deal was that you could scavenge their entire PS2 stock and get 5 games for 39 kroner, which I guess amounts to $5 or something like that. And that was no matter the rarity or quality of the game or anything like that. So I got great games like Metal Gear Solid 3 and Persona 4 and all kinds of other treasures for no money at all. And among those titles I managed to scoop up before others was Valkyrie Profile 2, which I had never heard of, but it was one of those games that, you know, it looked unique on the front case. You know, it didn't look like some weird shovelware that no one wants. It looked legit interesting. So I was standing there in the store like, Valkyrie Profile 2, never heard of it. And so I bought it and I took it home with me, and I proceeded to play it for all of barely half an hour before I jumped on to something else. So that's as far as my experience with the series goes, but I still have the game, so I just need to pick it up again at some point. And now with Valkyrie Elysium releasing, hopefully, as I said in the beginning of the stream, hopefully invigorating new interest in the series, I'm gonna buy this game for sure when I can afford it. And as is usually the case with me, when I like something, I go back in time to see how the series began, and then almost kind of play the series in a reverse chronological order. So at some point I am gonna play Profile 2 and maybe even Profile 1. Angry Storekeeper. Tax increase after tax increase, all to continue the king's foolish campaign. If Ragnarok really is upon us, then I wish it would hurry up and take us all into the abyss. Damn. Emeralds, a green-hued crystal that contains far more magic than magic or violent gems. 2 words, one letter to distinguish them: violet and violent. Violent. Lent.
Defile soul. You shall be free.
Equipping items. Press press display the menu, items can be equipped from the menu. In the menu, press L2 R2, go to equip. You can assign up to 2 consumable items onto the equipment board via equip in the menu. Pressing the corresponding directional button will use the assigned item. Right. Might Potion temporarily increases your physical attack.
Defiled soul, we shall be free.
Oh! Got me there. Ah! Bitch!
Do not underestimate me. The world awaits salvation.
Ooh. I love the blue and golden hue. Firelands. A scroll for the Divine Art Firelands. Equipping Divine Arts. Up to 4 Divine Arts can be set on the equipment board via the equip section of the menu. Divine Arts can be acquired by obtaining magic scrolls or skill scrolls. Hold R2, use Divine Arts weaknesses will... these weaknesses will give you the edge in battle. Yeah, I know that. Let's see, we already have lightning, and Firelands apparently automatically equip itself to circle. Well, suits me fine. So are we just gonna get elemental arts, and I say just as if it's a negative thing? I didn't mean it like that, but like, are we just gonna get elemental attacks, or is it gonna be more varied with different kinds of magic that you wouldn't really see coming? Like, oh, shadow magic, or flower magic, or whatever do I know. Weapon enhancement. Already tried that. Weapons can be upgraded from storage camps. Enhancing weapons will level them up, thereby increasing their power or unlocking new moves. Materials required for upgrading can be obtained from enemy drops or treasure chests. Can I upgrade again, perhaps? Nah. Not yet. I need 150 Azure gems. Learning skills. Skills can be acquired on the skill tree, which can be accessed from Valkyrie's menu. Learning skills will upgrade abilities and actions or unlock new ones. Each skill has a CP cost. When using skills, the total number of CP spent must be below the maximum limit. Learned skills can be enabled or disabled from the acquired skills settings in Valkyrie's menu. So now the rest of the menu is open. I mean, it was 2 minutes ago also, but when I opened the menu back at Odin's place, only the options menu was selectable. Wow, she's actually really pretty. Let's see. Stupid sensitive button. Evading. Quick evade. Evading just before an enemy attack hits you will negate that attack entirely. Evading an unguardable attack will trigger slow motion. Double jump. There we have it. But where can I see how much CP I mean, the 5 CP there and the 10 CP there, is that how much it costs, or? Increases the health gauge maximum value. Acquired skill. Guarding an enemy attack immediately before it hits triggers slow motion, and pressing triangle initiates a special attack. Oh right, it just costs the gems. Acquired skill selection 15 CP out of 500. Do you mean to tell me that I can equip skills up to a worth of 500 CP? I'm gonna be invincible. Might as well upgrade my physical attack as well. I think that's fine for now. And the marker wants me over there, so I'm not gonna go there. At least not for now. Mother of 3. Aww. Where are all these monsters coming from? They'd never show up around here before. Whatever awaits us on the other side, I just hope that we can live in peace with our families. That's freaking sad. here? Haven't I been here before? Whee! Maybe it was just a shortcut.
This should be easy enough. Lance of flame. Tear them asunder. Do not underestimate me.
Not underestimate me. Valley bandits. Better to kill than be killed. At least that's what goes for normal these days. But I won't kill anyone. I get so lonely, see. I'm more comfortable among the hustle and bustle of a crowd. And here I gave him a deep voice because I thought he was gonna go on a murdering spree or something like that. And then the straight opposite was in fact the case.
This should be easy enough. Tear them asunder. We should move on.
Abandoned prophet. Oh, woe be to the gods. Well, that was a short one. Are there no trophies for the demo?
This should be easy enough. Pierce the enemy.
And by easy, she means no challenge whatsoever. Axeman Leon. Undead, evil spirits doomed to walk the earth for eternity, abominable creatures, as enemies of my master, I shall eradicate every last one of you. A don't think he made it very far.
What fools you are! Defying the gods! Do not fear, for this is your salvation. I must think of our next move. What fools you are! Defying the gods!
I really shouldn't just use that ability all willy-nilly. I mean, I can restore my my MP or whatever it was called, but I also just shouldn't rely on it all the time. Unpurified souls. Certain enemy souls will continue to linger in the area even after you defeat them. These souls can be devoured by other enemies. I believe I have seen this before. Which will boost their abilities. It is best to attack and purify these souls before that happens.
The holy laws decree your obliteration.
Scroll for the divine art heal.
A power to restore this world.
Neat. Treasure Hunter. The gods had a book that tells the future. Asterius' prophecies, they called it. It's a treasure I've spent me whole life searching for. I swear I'll get my hands on it one day.
Be the first to strike.
I suppose I do get to explore one kind of castle. Unlocking subquests. Speaking to spirits in various locations with L2 can unlock subquests. Subquests can also be unlocked by interacting with NPCs, Einherjar, and objects. In Valhalla, use L2 to activate the astral globe, then use Square to switch to the quest screen and accept any unlocked subquests. Wait, you can see me? I can. I'm here to purify your soul. Purify? I don't know what that is, but can it wait? I'm looking for my mother's ring. It should be near the church. I know. Why don't you help me look for it? So we have the typical kind of cold-hearted protagonist who appears to not really wanna be helping, but does it anyway. Now we're looking for a ring. Near the church. So does that mean outside? Nah, this doesn't seem to be near. Huh. Didn't see that one before. Servant Einar. I hear that people turn into monsters if they are exposed to the spores from those weird mushrooms you see in the backwoods. Best thing to do is to keep your distance, but I worry about the local kids playing around those areas. I wonder if we ought to find a new place to live. It would be a shame to leave our lovingly tended crops, but I guess we've got no choice.
You are all to be purified, per Odin's decree. Your purification is at hand. Here ends your miserable existence. Your purification is at hand.
Whoops. Well, I needed healing anyway. Gonna go this way first. Greedy merchant. BLC is known for producing many great heroes. Didn't you know that? So about that girl and the ring by the church. Can't I suppose not. Can't I set her quest as the objective? I know that. So we have save, weapon in hands, return to Valhalla, but also no quest screen.
Be the first to strike. An abandoned castle town. It's too quiet. A braggart's bravado. This must be heaven, a place free from blame, where one can do whatever they wish. Perhaps not such a great place if you lack a certain physical prowess, I suppose. Here ends your miserable
What's up, bitches?
fearsome foe. You are all to be purified, per Odin's decree.
love those acrobatics.
I must think of our next move. Defiled soul, you shall be free.
Didn't I just beat him?
Your purification is at hand. You are all to be purified, per Odin's decree.
Caveman. I've never met anyone with such burning passion before. He begged oh so sincerely, so I let him drink from it. Just 3 sips, mind you, and then he up and left. But he'll be back, and I'll take him into my arms. Teehee.
An easy fight. Fire alarm! A fearsome foe.
Lying youth, Michael. Undead? Undead are coming? Damn it, why isn't anyone shocked by this anymore? Well, don't say I didn't warn you when this place gets overrun. Seems like the guy who yelled wolf.
An easy fight.
No more emerald either. Knight in training. Knight Commander? How cool does that sound? I hope I get to be a Knight Commander or something cool like that someday.
Is that... a human? What are you doing here? No matter. I mustn't be distracted.
Be the first to strike.
Increases the maximum size of the health gauge. Okay, so is that a permanent health upgrade? An enemy attack an enemy attack performed while they flash red cannot be guarded against. It is best to get to a safe distance or evade them.
What fools you are! Defying the gods! Defiled soul, you shall be. How predictable.
Your animal!
Free your obliteration.
I'm doing really bad at this. Okay, so what was the point of getting up here? Tavern landlady.
Hey traveler, did you hear? The princess has been betrothed. Betrothed. She is so beautiful. I'm sure they found a good match for her. Now the future of BL should be secure. I suppose that was all there. That was all there was. Come on. Very selective about what rooftops I can scale. Huh. Wait, did I open that one previously? No more emeralds. No more emeralds. Once again, really wish there was the photo mode. Of course. Have to unlock this one first.
your miserable existence.
Oh, come on. That went pretty well. Still nags me about that pendant that I apparently couldn't find, but according to one of the tutorial boxes, you should be able to return to unsolved sub-quests through that globe in Odin's castle. Surprise!
All to be purified, per Odin.
Okay. A room full of chains, that's pretty cool. Sooty chef. Whew, I'm so busy right now. The orders just keep piling up. Are they never full?
This should be easy enough.
I always like myself a good finisher.
We must heal our wounds and move on.
Guardian Myra. I had thought that my home country was protected by its magics, but it has fallen, so it stands to reason that the kingdoms protected by the gods shall face ruin someday too. Gate Goddess. We've lost so many friends since the war began. Perhaps even Asgard is on the verge of destruction.
Do not fear, for this is your salvation. Tear them asunder! You are free.
Cool.
Light.
Huh, only 2 chains? So this'll be fast.
Be the first to strike. I must think of our next move.
Handyman with stuffy nose. A lot of people may have died and the land torn up something terrible, but at last I am free. Lucky for me, it seems some animals have survived too. Life always finds a way, just like I will. Okay, so I can't go all the way down there. There is a limit.
foul-mouthed combat medic. Huh? You saw a Valkyrie? Ha! I guess it must be true that they come to those close to death, but I don't think a Valkyrie would choose a loser like you. Now that's just mean.
Defiled soul, you shall be free. Lightning bolt. I will not stop until the world is saved.
Is that a threat?
Defiled soul, you shall be free. It is over. Back to the void.
Scroll for the divine art Hail Shot. Ah, so now I have Blizzard. Cool.
An easy fight. Tear them asunder.
Ah, stop.
Piercing ice. To oblivion. You have been dead. An easy fight. Tear them asunder. This is the will of the world.
An easy fight. Hail! Piercing ice.
Yeah, that's all well and good, but I'm not ready to move on yet. I realize how ironic that sounds when you're playing as a Valkyrie.
What fools you are. Defying the gods. Perish in peace.
Perish, perish in peace. What's up with this?
Tear them asunder.
Well, whatever it is, I guess I ain't going that way.
Stay vigilant.
Defiled souls, you shall be free. Behold your salvation. A futile attempt.
Compassionate Knight Commander. Say, friend, were you able to meet with Emilia? Did you tell her how you felt about her? I'm so sorry that I couldn't be there for you in the end. Huh. A giant hole. Why does that remind me of the hole in Sparrow Riptus Rage? Sparrow Gateway to Glimmer, where you jump down a hole to meet the boss. Oh well. Wasn't as bottomless as I thought it would be. Scroll for the Divine Art Grave Edge. So you do get other arts than just elementals. Let's see what this one is all about. A holy attack that repeatedly charges at a target. Use L to change direction of attack, effective against dark element enemies. Directional input plus square to launch a dash attack from a distance. You will guard enemy attacks while dashing. I know I'm dashing.
Something tells me a boss is lurking here. Maybe I should save. Just in case.
The giant undead entity. No, wait. It's a Nagelfar.
Ugh.
Wretched soul, by Odin's command, you shall be purified.
Good luck with
Defiled
that.
soul, you shall be free. Your fate has been decided. Brave. Your fate has been decided.
So you're not immortal even when you do that.
You have nowhere to run. Brave.
Almost there. Yes.
Return back from whence you came, lost soul.
Was a pretty cool boss though. Ah.
What is?
Is that the knight who tried to slay it?
Speak. Who or what are you?
I am... My name is Egon.
How is it that you became a Nagelfar?
Nagelfar. My apologies. I have no idea what just happened here.
Your soul attracted the souls of the undead. They distorted you and created a monster.
My soul? Who are you, exactly?
I am a Valkyrie. Odin has commanded me to purify the souls of the undead.
A Valkyrie? Like the goddesses of fate? I've heard of you in the old tales. It is said that you guide the souls of chosen warriors to Asgard. Which would mean I'm dead. I'm sorry you went through all that trouble for me.
Oh, don't be so hard on
I have
yourself.
seen that soul somewhere before. No matter. I must inform Odin of this at once.
Chapter clear. And now to reap the spoils of war. Bolverker. A slender and incredibly quick blade. Each blow deals little damage, however it can quickly overwhelm an enemy through the sheer number of attacks. So it's a rapier. You can assign up to 2 of your obtained weapons onto the equipment board via equip in the menu. Pressing the corresponding directional button will use or switch to the assigned weapon. In addition to elements, each enemy... I know that attacking an enemy with a weapon type that are weak to will deal more damage than normal weapon weakness indicator will be displayed. Ooh, so she uses her feet as well. Bam. Ah, and then you get graded. It took some pretty heavy damage. But hey, an A rank on my first try, that's not all that bad. If it had been a C or something, that would have been something else, and I imagine that death would have been heavily punished as well, but let's see. Divine Arts counts. Einherjar summon, successful technical defense kills, max combos. Ah, items counts down as well. Not bad. Go to the Astral Globe and complete subquests. Mother's Ring. The spirit of a young girl was searching for her mother's ring. With it, her soul can be purified. According to the girl, the ring should be somewhere around the church. So you can't actually take on the quest until you get back to Asgard? A ring? It likely rusted away to nothing years ago, but its spirit form may well still exist. If it helps us purify this soul, then we should help her find this ring.
The holy laws decree your obliteration. An easy fight. Light! Perish in peace. An easy fight. Tail shot.
Damn.
Do not underestimate me.
Dejected young man. I heard a guy saying that he'd seen giants up in the mountains, and there's talk of terrible monsters too. This world is getting more dangerous by the day. Is that one I missed on the first run?
What fools you are, defying the gods.
So this entire mission is essentially just play the level you just went through, but in reverse. Ugh, I hate stuff like that. It's so uninventive.
Tail shot. We should move on.
Mother's ring. The ring the spirit of the girl had been looking for. You call this somewhere around the church? Mama's ring. I'm so glad we found it. Now I can go find Mama. Thanks for everything. Right. Convergence. Scroll for the divine art of convergence. Increases the maximum health. Launches a ball of light that draws in nearby enemies. I love the symbols, they're pretty cool. So you're graded on the subquests too. I'm a bit disappointed that because when I took that subquest from the girl during the regular stage, I thought for sure that okay, I'm taking a subquest, and I thought that okay, I'll just have to look for this ring during normal gameplay. But apparently not. Apparently subquests can only be taken from Valhalla after you are done with the regular stage. Let's see what Father Odin has to say. You mean he's not home? That's a bit embarrassing. From this distance, I thought for sure it looked like he was there. Go to the astral globe and complete subquests. But I already have. Subquests, there's only one. Does that mean that this demo doesn't have an end screen? It just, I mean, I haven't found all of the hollow blossoms, so I guess there's that, but seems like it just leaves me here. So I guess that is that. Go to the astral globe and complete subquests, and there aren't any more subquests I can complete, so can I upgrade my weapon again?
Still not. I did spoil myself a bit ahead of playing this demo, though. Asking Google how long it would approximately take to beat this thing, and we've been playing for. I mean, the session has been over 3 hours long now, because I started talking a lot, but the game itself has been 2 hours and 50 minutes, judging by the save crystal outside. So that's a pretty good estimate. So yeah, again, if this is where the demo leaves us, then I guess this is it. It did say that the save data could be carried over to the full game, so I am eager to see if the full game starts in the same way with with the dream tutorial, and then Odin sending us to Bielsian territory, the stage that we just completed, or if we don't have to beat this chapter again when we transfer the save data. But I guess only time will tell when I eventually get the full game. I mean, Coolshot allegedly doesn't, according to their website, they don't stock the game until the 4th of October, and I don't get my salary until the 8th at the earliest. So I won't be continuing the game until then. No matter what. So until then, let's see. I may either continue Kingdom Hearts or maybe Final Fantasy VII Remake. Actually, I'm more so in a Kingdom Hearts mood. So until we wait for me to get Valkyrie Elysium, I mean, I could always just buy it digitally, but I want it physically. So ain't nothing I can do about that. So until we wait for me to get this to get the full game physically, I guess we'll continue with Kingdom Hearts from where we left off. So I hope you'll all look forward to that. I hope you enjoyed watching me play this demo of Valkyrie Elysium, and that you are looking as much forward to the full game as I am, unless of course you have already gotten it and are already playing it. That's also entirely a possibility. But I hope you enjoyed watching me play it. I was certainly enjoying myself. Can't wait to see what the rest of the game has in store, especially because since this was just a demo, I am excited to see how much the full game improves, gameplay wise, graphics wise, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'll see you all for the next session. So thank you all so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and remember, we are all heroes.